What's going on, everyone? I want to do a quick video. I know a lot of what you're seeing from me is ring stuff, a lot of custom pieces, a lot of prototype pieces, things like that. We had a lot of crazy stuff coming here in the next couple of weeks, including a couple of rings with material that I've never worked with before, that I started working on about 4 days ago, and black titanium will catch stuff on fire as you cut it. So I gotta get some good coolant to keep the temperature low. But the reason why I'm making this video, one, show off the new hoodie. That I got in today. By far one of the most comfortable things I have ever worn in my life. I will probably not take this off for another week, especially because it's getting chilly here in Tennessee. But the main reason I'm making this video is to show, focus. Oh, that was fun. It's never done that before. So this is a maple slab, a spalted maple wood slab. It's about 2.5 inches thick. I want to say at its longest, it's just under 6 foot, maybe 5'10". But this is going to become the new podcast table for my buddy Boulden, who runs the We Are Warpath company, Instagram page, YouTube channel. He does podcasts with a bunch of guys, with Matt Vincent from Not Dead Yet. He's got Elliot and a few other guys that he's working with. Honestly, I can't keep up with the amount of things that this guy is doing, but I am extremely honored that he asked me to make his podcast table for him. Over the next couple of weeks, you are going to see the transformation of that slab from slab form into table form. And then I'm going to try to link up with Boulden and get it delivered to him, because I don't want to pay shipping, because shipping something this heavy is going to be insane. If I have to, I'll throw it in the bed of my truck and I'll drive to wherever he's at. He's all over the place, so who knows, maybe he'll be in Tennessee in a couple weeks and I can drop it off with him. Heck, he could be in Oregon in a couple weeks, and you never know with him. But Boulden is a really good dude. He and I were in the Army together years ago, and I came on board as a think tank member with We Are Warpath in the very, very beginning, and thankfully Boulden has kept me in his corner all these years. He's introduced me to a lot of incredible people. First and foremost, Leroy's Wooden Tattoos, the guy who has changed my ring making game, exponentially. Matt Vincent with Not Dead Yet, one of the coolest guys I've ever known. I sent him a bunch of rings just to kind of test out, and I think he's worn the same one for the last year, and I still have to make him a custom Not Dead Yet piece. Elliot, I feel so terrible that I cannot remember his last name right now. I'm drawing a blank because I don't write stuff down before I do a video. I just kind of wing it. But he knows who he is. Awesome dude. Andrew Siepka over at Siepka Ludus. Incredible person. One of my very good friends while we were out in Hawaii. One of the most genuine people I've ever known in my life. There's the amount of people that Boulden knows, and his circle is so massive. So it's an honor to be one of the guys in that group, and it's an honor to be able to make this table. When we moved out to Tennessee, one of the goals was balance ring making and furniture making with custom tables. And I know a lot of the things that you guys saw in the very beginning of our move out here was building that dining room table that was also a spalted maple slab. And I have a big chunk of that over off camera that I'm going to try to turn into maybe a couple cutting boards, maybe an end table. I'm not really sure yet, but probably cutting boards. Maple is very good wood for cutting boards, but that piece right there, I've had that one sitting in the garage for the longest time, just waiting for the right opportunity. And Boulden reached out and said, hey, I need a podcast table. What do you got? And I said, hey, I've got beautiful piece of spalted maple. I think it'll make an incredible podcast table for you. What I want to do is I want to get a coin made with his logo in it and inset it somewhere in here. I want one on this side and one down on this side. So it's kind of, one's on the interviewer's side, one's on the interviewee's side. We're going to have embedded in the bottom of the table, we're going to have chargers, wireless chargers, so you can just drop your phone on the table and it'll charge. What I might do is I might use that coin as an indicator. So put the coin here, put your phone right next to the coin. That's where the charger is. It'll charge. Easy enough. What I would really love to do though, with something like this, and I need a CNC or somebody who has a CNC, is I want to take his logo and I want to smack it right there in the middle. Cut it out, maybe fill it with epoxy, or maybe just leave it unfilled and put a finish on it and have it be something that you can feel as you're sitting there, at this table doing podcasts. A lot of ideas with this table. Some easier to accomplish than others. Getting the coin and embedding that wireless charger in there, those are two of the easiest ones. Getting his logo CNC'd in the middle of it is the more difficult one. Because that would require me to either ship that table off to somebody, buy a giant CNC, which is not happening, or find someone local here in Tennessee and drive the table out to them and pay them to do it, which I have no problem doing. But what I'm hoping, and why I'm making this super long video that I'm sure everybody's going to watch all the way through, what I'm hoping is that this work I do with Boulden and with Warpath starts to kick off what I really, really want to start doing here now that we're in Tennessee, now that the woodshop is a full-time job, which is doing custom pieces like this. So, with that being said, Boulden, thank you. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you so much for everything that you have done for myself and my family and the business over the years. I am honored to be able to make this table for you. I'm honored to be one of the people that you trust to reach out to, whenever you've got questions, whenever you're having, one of those days. So thank you. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for, taking care of me and watching out for me over these years. I really appreciate you. To anybody else, if you need a table, if you're a podcaster and you want something custom made, if you just want something nice in your house, a coffee table, a dining room table, an end table, anything like that, or cutting boards or knife holders or whatever, shoot me a message. We will sit down, we'll get some stuff squared away. I've got some pretty good suppliers out here in Tennessee that have a lot of maple, but they have some other things as well. I mean, I've got a massive black walnut stump just sitting there in front of the maple slab. I got to figure out something to do with. Probably an absurdly heavy coffee table for someone who likes that sort of stuff. So, yeah, it's been about 10 minutes. I'm going to shut up now, but I just wanted to make this video to kind of preface what is going to be seen in the shop over the next couple of weeks, who it's for, why it's happening, what we want to do, and really just to put the bug out there and say, hey, this isn't just a ring making shop. This is kind of an everything shop. If you can think of it and I have the ability to do it, let's work together. So, everybody, have a good night. Have a good weekend. Be safe. And I will see you guys probably tomorrow when I make some more rings and get started on that table. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good one.